guys, it's Jessii Vee. Do you like the butterflies on my shirt? Aren't they cute? So today we're gonna be talking about another type of phenomenon, and this one is more in the paranormal category than anything else. There was a guy mowing his lawn right when I'm filming. Of all times, why do that right now? And like his grass looks great already, you know what I mean? It's bright green, it's nice and short. He's like the type of person that has to mow his lawn every 12 hours. I don't get it. Anyways, I'm gonna try and ignore that. If you hear a humming in my video, it's the guy with the thing. Okay, so there is a very creepy phenomenon called the hum. Basically, people all over the world have been complaining for years now about this low humming noise outside. People describe it as this low frequency sound that almost sounds like an engine idling. And other people, when they hear this hum, they can actually feel vibrations going through their entire body. Now, what's weird is, before I did research for this video, I have heard from people in my life, like some friends and family members, that have brought up to me before, hey, do you guys ever hear that humming noise outside? And I always just sort of shrugged it off. But after researching for this video, it totally blows my mind that millions of people around the world have complained about this. It's like the earth naturally has this humming sound, and it's just this huge mystery. After you watch this video, please go outside and see if you can hear it for yourself. But we're gonna be talking about a few of the places around the world that have heard it the most. And we're gonna start out with New Mexico. So this is called the Taos hum. I hope I'm saying it right. Some residents and visitors in the small city of Taos, New Mexico, have for years been annoyed and puzzled by a mysterious and faint low-frequency hum in the desert air. Some believe it is caused by unusual acoustics. Others suspect mass hysteria or some secret, sinister purpose. So when people in New Mexico first started complaining about this hum, people's first reaction is to be like, hey, they're just crazy. It's just in their head. But the more and more people that came forward, it began to be a real thing. And what makes all of this so eerie is that no one ever has been able to find the sound's origin. Now, what's weird is that it seems that people are able to move away from it. So this sound in New Mexico only takes up a 48-kilometer radius, and once you're out of the radius, you don't really hear it anymore. There are an equal percentage of male and female hearers of this sound, and age doesn't really seem to be a factor, but apparently the more middle-aged you are, the louder it is to you, which I find so crazy. The next place people really hear this humming sound is in New Zealand. It is called the Auckland hum. Now, please tell me if any of my viewers are watching this and you're from any of the areas that I'm talking about. Please tell me if you've heard these hums before. A mysterious humming driving people to despair across Auckland has pricked the ears and curiosity of scientists trying to find the source. Now, this part gets really creepy because someone actually recorded the hum, and I am about to play it for you guys. In 2006, a man named Tom Moore, he was studying at Massey University in Auckland, New Zealand. He believes that he made several recordings of this humming noise. He says it's quite serious to all of the people living here. It's driving them bonkers. He says that the sound is in the average hearing range of most people, so most people will be able to audibly hear this. Now, it is a very low volume. Apparently, it's 56 hertz. But as you guys know, everyone is born differently. Some people can't hear very high pitches, and some people can't hear very low pitches. So while it might bother some people, it might not bother others, depending on how good your hearing is. So I'm gonna play the sound that this man recorded, claiming it was the hum of the earth. Now, he obviously had to increase the sound by like 1,000%. So the sound you're about to hear is not gonna be as loud when you go and listen to it outside. In fact, it's gonna be very, very, very low. But he had to increase the volume so people can actually hear. So let's listen to it right now. So yeah, that's really creepy. It sounds like something out of an alien movie, and I was just disturbed the first time I heard it. I think I actually got like goosebumps all over my body. But there is a lady who lives in Auckland, and she describes it as a low drone or rumble. This is a quote from her. She says, "I absolutely love my home, but last night I couldn't get to sleep before 5 a.m. In desperation, I even tried to put blue tack in my ears, but nothing works. The noise is louder during the night, and there are no other sounds to mask it. So people literally can't sleep because of this humming noise." The next place we're gonna talk about is England. This is called the Bristol hum. Over the past fortnight, Bristolians have been reporting their problem with the hum to the local newspaper and on social media. It has been driving them crazy, and no one could tell where on earth this is coming from. But this is actually not the first time this hum has kept people awake. Apparently people first heard it in 1970. Hundreds of the city's residents complained to the council about this noise. It's weird because it seems to appear and then go away and then come back a few years later. It's like this wave of the hum being so loud and then going away for a while. It's this very strange pattern. Now, this next place is super personal to me because it's where I live. This is called the Windsor hum. It's in Ontario, Canada. As you guys know, I'm from Ontario, Canada. Now, I don't live in Windsor. I think I'm about a 4-hour drive from Windsor, but it's like close enough. A persistent noise of unknown origin, sometimes compared to a truck idling or distant thunder, has bedeviled a Canadian city for years. It's been damaging people's health and quality of life. Some people have reported the hum being so loud that it rattles their windows and spooks their pets. And what's so sad is that hundreds of people have moved because of it. They say it was making them go mad. There's a woman who says, this is her quote, "Imagine having to flee all you know and love just to have a chance to hear nothing humming in your head for hours on ends." It's literally driving these people crazy. Imagine just hearing it constantly and you can't escape from it. So clearly after, reading all of these places, it just seems like parts of the world have it louder than others. There's another hum in the neighborhood of Bondi in Sydney, Australia. They've only had the hum for several years, which is weird. Some people had it start in 1970, some people just last year, but one of the residents in Australia said, "It sends people around here crazy. All you can do is put music on to block it out. Some people leave their fans on." A few years ago in Kokomo, Indiana, hundreds of residents reported hearing a hum. So these are just a few of the many places. I could keep listing them and keep you guys here for days, but these are a few of the main ones. And what's really creepy is that this hum usually goes unnoticed until you pay attention to it. So what I am sorry for is that you might have never have heard this until I told you, and now you might go outside and actually try to hear it, and you will. And there are hundreds of possible explanations for this hum, but one thing is for certain, and that is that this hum is real. What people are hearing is real, and it is there. So it's not like a figment of their imagination. Scientists admit, yes, it is there. What they don't know yet for sure is where it's coming from. But they do have a few theories, and I'm gonna tell you those theories right now. The first theory, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, it's called the manifestation of tinnitus. Tinnitus? And that is when you have constant ringing in your ears. I know, for example, I have tinnitus. Can't even say it. Tinnitus. It's like a constant buzzing, ringing noise in your ear. If you actually pay attention to your body, you might hear it as well. It's the perception of sound when no external noise is present. But people have come forward and said that it's different than the high-pitched ringing. It's like a very low hum, which isn't common with tinnitus. The next theory is that it's industrial equipment, like high-pressure gas lines, electrical power lines, wireless communication devices. The next theory is that the hum could be a result of low-frequency electromagnetic radiation, which is only audible to some people. There are also very faint, low-frequency tremors in the earth that could be generated by the action of ocean waves, so waves could be causing this humming. But what's weird is that if you live far from the ocean, I don't know if that would make a lot of sense. Some believe that the hum is a result of military experiments or submarine communications. Other people say, is it an alien alien spaceship hovering over Earth that causes the hum. And the spaceship sort of comes and goes and travels around the globe slowly, and that's why some people hear it every few years. It's that we're sort of being spied on. I don't know if I believe that one. Some people say the hum could be an auditory hallucination. So there are a lot of explanations. Let me know what you guys think about this, and also let me know if you've ever heard this. If you haven't before, maybe head outside and see if you hear anything. I just hope it doesn't drive you crazy now. I'm so sorry. But yeah, that's the end of today's video. I find this stuff so fascinating, especially just mysteries of the earth. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!